Right, before your video begins, one small thing I need to discuss. I am from a relative future, that relative future being a point after I recorded some clips for this video, but before it was released. This point being when I realised some of the clips didn't have audio attached because OBS decided not to record my microphone. Yay. You can call me the editor, mostly because that's a lovely and pretentious name, and also because I've seen any number of ways to pronounce my channel name. I'm not going to say which is right because it's funnier this way. Yeah, so, as mentioned, a few clips, no proper audio, so I had to redub them. Should be fine. In my last episode, there was a time machine here. And now, if I just break away this bit of dirt and replace the torch, of course, nothing. Not even a slight hole where a time machine could be. Wait, nope. This is where my time machine was. Still blocked. This could be an issue. And also someone has moved my mine. Don't know why. It's just happened. Filled it in. Someone put a crafting table there. And this chest here, my chest of things that shouldn't really exist because they're from the Nether, someone moved it, was up in that tower. Weird things, all I can say. Now, should expect this started because I've started code-basing. Neither of the people who I'm sharing this space with have done it. So this goes into mysterious things by a good large margin.
Hello, and welcome back to Minecraft Beta 1.3_01, where I still don't have a proper second-person camera. I mean, I have this third-person camera, which isn't good for much, really, and I have the first-person camera, but I don't have what I've taken to calling a second-person camera, which is good for doing bits to camera. Anyway, there are a few things I might need to resolve in this episode. A few fairly important things. Oh! Look at that! Sign saying hello. It's an awfully nice gesture. It makes me feel very welcome here. This was put up by the other server members, by the way. It's just very kind. We'll gloss over the fact that this is my Minecraft world. If I didn't feel welcome here, there would be an issue. Because, in all sincerity, that's a very kind gesture. Unfortunately, there's still the unresolved issue. Is that all the wall? That's all the wall. There's still the unresolved issue of the Nether portal. Because, as you may recall from the start of the last episode, the Nether started leaking a bit. Yeah. Find you. From the state of the decay there, I think this sort of growth, it's been dead a couple days, maybe even a week. More than a week. Odd. And the Nether portal isn't working. It would seem that, by some weird thing, perhaps the thing that made this a multiplayer world, the nether portal no longer works. It's been cut off. Well then, that's one issue off the list. Quite pleased about that, personally. Means I don't need to worry about abandoning this place anytime soon. Which is nice. I have a cool base here, and people write friendly signs. I like it here. There is, however, another issue that is not so easily resolved. This is my mining chest. It's also my rockster and minerals chest, but mining's a bit simpler. Maybe I should have named it my mining chest. It's full. I went mining the other day, and I got a lot of stuff from this, and it's made me realise this chest isn't really going to be able to support my needs in future. If I get much more stone, to be honest, I probably don't need to worry about getting too much gold to fit in this chest. Yeah, but if I get more stone, then either I'm going to have to fall into disorder, or I'm going to have to start abandoning stone in weird places. But I've thought of a solution. See, I've wanted to expand this village a bit, add in a few more buildings. This seems like a perfect opportunity to sort of flesh out this area here. I mean, perhaps it might be better to add some more buildings here, but I'm waiting until I have a bit more variation in blocks to do that. And I sort of want to have, like, from there, up around here, to there, and over to there, sort of filled out. So, what I'll do is, while you're watching some clips from my mining, that I'll just splice in, I'll just build up this new building, which I found lapis. Yes. And it drops multiple bits of lapis as well, which is nice. But it generates in veins one. No reason for me to want this because enchanting doesn't exist yet. But the texture of lapis blocks is so nice in this version of Minecraft. Majestic, isn't it? I've built a new building. It's basically the same as the old building, except with a better roof, and I've patched up the roof on this one as well. It does sort of mess with the old aesthetic, but it does look a lot better in context now, because previously, a bit iffy. I also added a few little details of moss stone, and if we go round to what could be the front, depending on your frame of reference, because I'm not sure where the main road is going to go. If it goes around this way, this is definitely the front. If it goes over there, then this could also be the front, because this is where the door is. But in here, we have some processed masonry. We don't talk about the valuables. We have some rocks. And in here we have Crafty Dragon, who has a Twitch channel. Not yet, though.
Does not yet have one. We're working on it.
Subscribe to it later.
Yeah.
I will put the link there eventually. Also, there's MLG David lurking around here somewhere, who has just been walking through the set multiple times and not realising. He's also been trying to steal my stuff.
Is he?
He did say he did ask whether he could take 4 iron blocks.
Actually requested 4 iron blocks.
Well, to be fair, I did say take 4 and didn't explain that, so that's fine.
Can I walk off a cliff?
And now, for the next bit, in which I terraform this hill into a field. Cue the time lapse.
Hello. I wasn't expecting the audio to break down twice, neither. So, a second lousy voiceover after I've forgotten what I said first time round. Anyway, here's the field. Put a little road through it, added a slight hill because when I looked from the distance it didn't look right, being perfectly flat. And over at the end, wait for it. Did I turn around at this point? I hope I did, because otherwise I'm just going to look daft. Yep, put 2 trees. The trees are there because it looks nice with 2 trees. I've also sort of leveled out the end of the hill just a bit. Well, not leveled, but sort of smoothed it. Now, in terms of plants, I did say that this hill would be used for fields for growing stuff, but doesn't really make sense to do that, especially since there's a lovely valley down below where I could also put agriculture and also a town. So instead, up here is going to be for grazing and pastures, when I can do grazing and pastures. Can't do that yet because I can't breed livestock yet. So until then, probably going to be wheat fields, but at one point will be upgraded for pasture. But that's not going to be today, partially because, as mentioned, can't breed animals yet. Also because I've run out of time for this episode. So, thank you for watching, and until the next episode, don't know, I don't have an outro. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on how cool a lot of you are, because my last video, 110 views. Thank you, you all are incredibly cool. And I've also doubled my subscriber count in a month. So, once again, you lot are unimaginably cool. And I still don't have a proper outro.